And welcome to game number 3 of the 54th Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. I'm Tyler Wagner, joined with the state representative of the 161st District, Steve Hodges. Steve, it's good to have you on with us today.
Well, thank you, Tyler. I was thinking the first time I came and watched this tournament was in 1963.
Wow.
I sat right down there on the floor. Bloomfield, Richland, Dexter all had terrific basketball programs at that time. And, of course, this tournament was in its infancy. Anyway, I remember names like White, Gillespie, Gary Crane for Dexter, Piles, a lot of those people over in Richland. I mean, it was pretty exciting for a freshman high school.
Sure, and, we're in the 54th year now. We're well over 50 years now, and a great tradition this is year in and year out. Of course, you're from East Prairie over in that area, and we saw them play a few games ago, and it just seems like so many people involved and so many communities come to this tournament each year, and it's just a great tradition, especially after Christmas, to convene, seeing all these folks come from all over.
Well, my children played. I had 3 sons. 2 of them played basketball. We came over here and played, and it was always the thing, even when they got out, they come home from college or whatever, we come over here and spend all day long watching basketball.
Sure.
It's a great way to spend your holidays.
Oh, sure. And we've got the 3rd-seeded Bernie Mules taking on the 14th-seeded Puxico Indians for this game number 3. And both teams coming in, both playing out of the Stoddard County Conference. And we've seen Bernie play a little bit on White Sea this year already. They're coming off a great season last year, of course, made it to the Class 2 state championship. The runner-up in Class 2 last year. And Puxico graduating some players, most notably the Smith. I'll think of his name. Smith was their graduating senior last year, so they've got a young group coming back this year. And Bernie's done very well in this tournament here in the past few years. Steve, they won the tournament 2 years ago, and come back last year, played in the championship against the Kennan Indians, and of course losing that, getting runner-up. So they've done very well in this tournament. They got some players in McGowan and also Shipman and a few others that have got the experience of playing deep into this tournament. So that might be an advantage for the Mules in this game and going on early in this tournament.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think Bernie won the Bernie Invitational.
Is it at Holcomb?
Yes. Yeah. I was down there and I broadcast on the East Prairie radio station several of the East Prairie games down there.
Right.
But I wasn't aware that they moved that around. They had a circuit where they moved that around from time to time.
Right. And we showed that game, that very game, Bernie and Twin Rivers on YHC a couple weeks ago, and good matchup. Both teams matched up well, and Bernie playing very well early on. I'm not sure they're coming into this game with a loss. Yes, they're 7-0 on the year so far coming in. Puxico at 2-4, so Bernie playing very well early on, but they know they're going to get some tough competition in this tournament. And I talked to Brad Bosch just a few moments ago, a few games ago watching, and he knows he's going to beat some tough teams, and he's looking forward to it, see what his team got early on in this year.
I've been here since about 8:30 this morning, and it looks like our gym, looks like we're a little over 50% capacity right now. I'm sure it's going to fill up here shortly around the middle of the day. Those first 2 games, of course, Kennett defeated East Prairie soundly, 85-37. I've got some agitation back here in the back.
You got your colleague here behind us here.
Yeah.
All right, we got Representative Billy Pat Wright. He's the state rep for the 159th district, giving Steve a little heck back here. But
I was going to tell him it's parity amongst parties.
Parity amongst parties. All right.
It's a bipartisan broadcast.
Sure.
But we don't have enough room in this thing for him to sit. I don't think he's going to root me out.
All right, here we go. We're going for the starting lineups. Looks like we're going to start with the Puxico Indians. Starting number 3, sophomore, 5'8" sophomore Jacob Plunkett. Number 13 is 5'10" senior Josh Whitehead. Number 20, a 5'10" senior Tyler Woolard. Number 24, a 6'1" junior Nathan Martin. And number 50, a 6'4" senior, that's Corey Davis. And the Puxico Indians coached by Tim Smith, assisted by Ryan Smith. And for the Bernie Mules, Starting guard, a 5'9" senior, number 1, Cameron Shipman. 6'2" junior, number 12, Matt Eves. Number 14, a 5'10" junior, Jesse Shelton. Number 40, a 6'1" senior, Sammy Walker. And number 44, a 6'2" senior, Jordan McGowan. And the Bernie Mules coached by Brad Botch, assisted by Jason Long and Darren Shipman. And we're geared up here for game number 3 of the 54th annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, Bernie Mules, Puxico Indians. The Stoddard County clash here in the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament.
You know, Tyler, I played basketball at Southeast my freshman year, which fall of 1967, and Neil Botch.
Oh, yes.
Neil was on the varsity team. I was on the JV team at that particular time. Fine fella. So I've known that family for a long, long time.
Sure, I've heard many stories about Phil Botch and his playing days, for sure. And here we go for the tip. It's Davis and Walker. And we're going to scramble for the ball, and looks like we've got a jump ball. They'll probably just re-jump it here. Don't see that very often, Steve. A few seconds in, a jump ball, and you jump it up again. Here we go, the tipped away. And that'll be Bernie recovering. That's Jesse Shelton pushing the ball down the court, up with the left hand, rims off. Rebound to Corey Davis. And Pucks go down with the ball. Number 24, that's Nathan Martin with a big 3.
Well, I tell you what, Marcus Robinson had nice form on that shot.
They sure did. They got out in transition, got set up nicely, and knocked it down. Bucks still playing tough man-to-man defense. Ball down to Sammy Walker. He'll put it up from the left side. Good.
He was very, very strong. He used that body to block off the defender.
Yeah, he did, and he's a lefty, Steve, and you don't see a lot of lefties underneath, so that gives him an advantage to giving the defender something that they haven't seen much.
You know, Corey, those first 2 games were very fast paced. Looks like this is going to be the same kind of format.
Sure does. Puxico, I haven't seen them play this year. Haven't heard much about them, but they're coming into this game fired up, playing very fast. Sammy Walker underneath once again, no good. Rebound Davis.
All right, now look, Puxico had all 4 men right there together. They need to spread that out a little bit.
And that's Davis underneath, a nice look, but it rims off. Rebound goes to Walker. And you see they basically played 4 out front. They're a very small team. They basically play a 4 out, 1 in, and Davis underneath. So they're going to have to look to penetrate and get into that paint if they're going to play from the outside. That nice dump in there by Sammy Walker.
Very nice assist. You know, the one thing that I've noticed about this Bloomfield tournament, normally the officials that call this tournament, they let them play ball.
Yeah, it's a very physical tournament. We've got a lot of physical teams in it, and you know these teams come to play hard, and they play fast, play physical, and you know a lot of times you get physical matchups in this tournament. That's Jesse Shelton on the drive. He'll dump it off to Eves, but we've got a foul on the play. Well, I'll tell you, Steve, we've seen Jesse Shelton play some this year, and he's picked up where Jake Welch left off last year, getting into the paint, making things happen for others. He's going to be a great asset for the Mules this year. And the ball got dumped down to Sammy Walker again. He's going to get fouled on the attempt.
I tell you, Walker's being very aggressive on offense for Bernie Mules. He's getting a lot of shots in close there.
Yeah, it's Sammy Walker, and you know he's a very deceptive player. He doesn't have a lot of size, only standing at 6'1", plays underneath, but he's got a wide body. He squares his shoulder well underneath. He gets space to get that ball underneath, and he does very well for the Mules.
Yeah, he uses his body very well.
And the second of 2 goes for Walker. He's got all 5 of their points so far. Meanwhile, a steal by Jordan McGowan, but he's going to step on the sideline. And with 5:52 remaining in the first, it's Bernie still on top, 5-3. Bernie with the little full court pressure here. And Whitehead with the ball on the left side. He's pressured, gives it up. to Martin. He'll drive it, puts it up, no good. Rebound Eves. McGowan will push it down to Shelton, down underneath to Sammy Walker, out of bounds. Nice ball movement by the Mules, but a turnover giving over to the Indians. Very fast-paced game so far, Steve.
Appeared to me on that play, if Walker would have come across a little bit, he could have had that man on his back and he could have received that ball a lot easier.
And we got a dump down underneath. Very nice move there by, that's 33 into the game. That's Derek Jones, the 6'5 senior. Nice move underneath for Derek Jones. And meanwhile, Jesse Shelton into the paint for an easy two. And a pull-up three by, that's Tyler Woolard. He's going to be fouled on the attempt.
That was not a very smart foul.
Really wasn't. You kind of probably, it might have taken him off guard, him pulling up for a three-point shot like that, but still, yeah, when you're behind the shooter like that, it's very rare that you can get a clean block off in that instance. Foul will be against,
Let's see.
That's Jesse Shelton. That'll be his first. Team foul number 1.
I think they were just discussing, make sure it was going to be a three-shot foul.
And Tyler Woolard gets the first to go.
Boy, the three-point play has really changed this game.
It really has.
And I think it makes it more exciting.
It really does. Second goes for Woolard.
I always wonder, thinking about Carl Ritter, I watched Carl Ritter play at Southeast when he was in his prime. I'll tell you, he was an amazing basketball player.
And he's from Advance, is that correct? Advance?
Yes.
Yes.
Carl could pull up on a dime and just drain it.
Sure. And third attempt by Woolard's good. He gets all three to go. And Puxico pulls ahead by 1. Meanwhile, into the game for Puxico, that's number 21, a 5'10 junior, Matt Camden. And Camden's going to go for the ball, and it's going to be Plunkett with the ball. He goes in for the layup, no good. Eves with the rebound. I'll tell you, Puxico's playing very tenacious here early on.
I'll tell you, they're not backing off a bit.
And Jesse Shelton on the drive. He gets a good look, gets it to go. Gill's back on top by 1. Plunkett down the right side, tries to get it down to Jones, deflected away. And it's going to be a foul in transition on the Indians. Foul will be on number 21, that's Matt Camden, his first.
Puxico had a very good thought on that. They were trying to get it back in the middle for the triple shot, but got slapped away there by the Bernie defense.
Also into the game for Puxico, that's Clay Hardy, number 23, guarding Shelton out front. And Shipman down to McGowan underneath, and up and under move, up and good. Plus the foul. Nice move there by Jordan McGowan.
Boy, that was a very nice move by number 44. And McGowan faked to his left, and then rolled reverse, put it up off the glass, and picked up the foul.
Foul's on Nathan Martin, his first. And the free throw will go for McGowan. And we've been used to seeing Jordan McGowan behind the three-point line. He's probably one of the best shooters in Southeast Missouri at this point. I remember we were talking about the Holcomb tournament earlier. He shot 19 of 41 from three-point land in that tournament. Had a very good showing from three-point land for Jordan McGowan.
That's terrific.
And a few attempts here by Puxico, no good. A few good looks for the Indians. Couldn't get them to go.
I tell you, Tyler, I like to see somebody get an offensive rebound and go right by. Oh, that's going to be an offense. Oh. I thought we were going to have an offensive foul. That boy threw that elbow up there. And anyway, that's not what the official said.
Yeah, initially could have been an offensive foul, but they get the foul on Jesse Shelton, his second. And Puxico forcing the turnover right before that play occurred. They're playing very tenacious on defense early on.
They are. And like I say, I like to see him being aggressive, going right back to the basket rather than backing off or turning around.
Sure. And Nathan Martin out front looks over to Plunkett for three. He puts it up and in. Jacob Plunkett with the three-point basket. Puxico on a great run now. We got a timeout. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on cars.com or autotrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sanders.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
And we're back, and before we went to the break, Puxico on a great run here. They've closed it into one against the Bernie Mules. And we're down to 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Shipman along the right side. Dumps it down to Sammy Walker. He'll go out to Jordan McGowan for three. Rims out. And Puxico's going to push it up, but McGowan with the steal. He puts it up, and we're going to have a blocking foul on the Indians. Looks like it's going to be, I think that's 34 or 24.
Yeah, and I thoroughly agree with that, Tyler. McGowan changed his pace to avoid picking up the charge, and I think that was the right call by the official.
And the foul is actually on Derek Jones, his first. Team foul number 5 for the Indians. And in for the Mules, that's number 24, Marcus Robertson, the 6-foot senior. Meanwhile, Jordan McGowan gets the second free throw to go. Pushing up to 14-11 for the Mules.
Oh.
And we have a foul underneath. Looks like it's going to be Jordan McGowan, his first.
Jones had a chance to pick up a real easy basket there and just tightened up a bit.
And we're seeing some easy missed baskets here early on. I guess this just might be playing in the earlier in the day. Not sure what it is, but it seems to be the trend early on. And Cameron Shipman gets 2 to go on the other end.
Crowd really getting into this, Tyler.
Yeah, it's starting to fill up now. We're past noon now, so we're starting to fill it up. Meanwhile, that's Nathan Martin with a nice 2. Nice turnaround jumper by Nathan Martin. And into the game for the Mules, that's Sam Turner, a 6'2" sophomore, number 34. McGowan underneath, he'll pull up, gets fouled on the shot.
All the players playing with a lot of intensity.
Yep, very physical early on. The foul's on Josh Whitehead, his first. McGowan gets the first to go. And into the game, that's number 4, Siler Moore, 6' junior. And McGowan up with his second attempt, good. He's 5 for 5 from the line. And got another substitution in. Looks like that's Plunkett coming back into the game.
I tell you, when I see people like McGowan taking that with a nice finger roll, nice rotation, you can tell that they've been working on their game for a long time.
Sure, that finger rolls, it's a hard skill to master, especially in traffic, that's for sure. And we have a foul underneath on the Mules. Looks like it's going to be on Sam Turner, number 34, his first. Shot underneath, no good. And a push foul on the Indians. On the rebound, give it back over to the Mules. Foul will be on Corey Davis. Looks like his third. Already in the first quarter here.
Sammy Walker I thought he was the one that, he had 2 of them on his back on that rebound. with McGowan shooting.
That's not good news for the Puxico Indians. Corey Davis, one of their better players with size, is standing at 6'4", and he got quite a few rebounds underneath. And they'll miss him probably for the better part of this second half, getting 3 fouls in the first quarter. And second goes for McGowan. He's racked up the free throws here. Looks like he's 7 of 7 from the line, 9 in the quarter. 9 points in the quarter. And 3-point shot up, no good. Rebound by Moore. He's going to lose it underneath. And Jordan McGowan for 3, knocks it down. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Burning pushing up to a 10-point lead. We'll take a break.
First Midwest Bank of Dexter is proud to welcome Chris Geatley as Assistant Vice President and Loan Officer. Chris graduated from Dexter in 2005 and just completed his MBA in Finance. He and his new wife Maddie are making Dexter their home. Please stop by the bank and let Jack, Ken, Donna, Mark, or Chris assist you with your next loan request. First Midwest Bank is a proud sponsor of the Dexter Bearcats. First Midwest Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And we've got 1:19 left here in the first quarter. Bernie getting on a run here, 23-13. And we've seen it going back and forth here early on, Steve.
You know what, if I'm the Puxico coach, I'm saying, fellas, we don't want them to score anymore in this half. Let's get at least 2 or 3 baskets so we can stay close going into halftime.
Well, Bernie's got a good run here in the late here in the first quarter, but it's Puxico on the drive. No good, rimmed out, rebound by McGowan. Shipman in the corner, he'll pull up, no good. Difficult shot. Sammy Walker underneath, puts it up, no good. And McGowan ends up with it underneath, he puts it up and in. McGowan having a whale of a quarter here. Looks like he's got 14 in the quarter.
Played that very strong inside after getting that rebound.
And a 3 up by Plunkett, no good. And a steal by Martin. He's going to get it over to Moore. He's in the corner. Puts it up, no good. And Eves with the ball, 15 seconds remaining in the quarter. We'll see if they'll play for one here. McGowan with 10 seconds remaining. Down to 5. It's Shipman on the drive over the left side, scoops it up, no good. Rebound Walker. He'll put it up at the buzzer, good. A nice putback by Sammy Walker, pushes it up to 27-13. That's the end of one. We'll be back with your second half up next.
Seems like everyone is offering wireless phone service, but don't get left in the dark.
LaGrange offers a wide range of services: AT&T Cellular, high-speed internet, home and what it could do. LaGrange Communications has been family owned and operated for 20 years with great customer service. I guarantee it. Mama said so.
Contrary to popular opinion, none of us has a future. The future does not exist until you say it does, until you create it. Seize the opportunity. Make your future. Get started now at Three Rivers College.
And we're getting underway with your second quarter. And Puxico opens up with the ball. And we're going to have a foul underneath. That was Siler Moore on the attempt. He's fouled by, that's number 25, Bryce Rogers, into the game for the first time.
You know, Tyler, I mentioned that we had that timeout, about 1:20 left. And I guess we're both getting really excited. We talked about going into halftime. Actually, it's just the end of a lot of action. 27 points by one team in the first quarter.
Yeah, when you're on TV enough, you're bound to make a mistake, some kind of slip. So we've got it out of the way now.
The point I was going to make is Bernie scored 4 more points in Puxico. They took some bad shots. So instead of having maybe a 6-point lead, Bernie had a 14-point lead going in the second quarter.
And we got a scramble for the ball. And an attempt up by Robertson, no good. Actually, that was Turner on the attempt. And attempt up by Whitehead, no good. Rebound by Turner.
Well, I tell you, number 34, Turner, really moved that Puxico boy out underneath on that rebound.
And Shipman looking for some space, gets it over to McGowan. He'll look down underneath to Walker. He'll go to his left, up, and good. Nice move by Sammy Walker.
Good move by Walker, always going to the basket.
That's 9 in the game for Sammy Walker. He had 7 in the first quarter. He's got off to a nice start. And a nice weave here by the Indians. Plunk it up for 3, no good. Turner with the rebound, gets it over to Shipman. He'll drive on the left side, put up the runner, good.
Oh, and a nice screen there by Sam Turner. Make Shipman get him free to shoot that running one-hander.
A substitution, that's Jesse Shelton back in for the Mules. We've got, looks like that's Clay Hardy into the game for the Indians.
I was just
Also
watching Stanley Turner. He's added a lot on both ends of court these past 2 minutes, and he's getting a breather there. I think he's probably due it.
Bernie plays quite a few kids. They've got many roles throughout that bench. And meanwhile, we got a turnover by the Indians. Stolen away by Jesse Shelton. Pushed to Matt Eves. He goes up for the attempt. No good, but he's fouled on the play. You'll see a lot of kids play for the Mules, and they all got specific roles that they play, and they play them well. They come in, they play defense, they rebound, they shoot the ball well, and they just a well-rounded team.
And they're unselfish. And I think, again, that was a good call by the official. That man was still moving when he set up the block. And, of course, he was hoping to draw the charge. That didn't happen.
Second, no good by Eves. The foul was on Nathan Martin, his second. We see Bernie up to a 19-point advantage now, making a good run. And Martin with the ball out front, goes to the left side. Woolard on the drive, back out to Martin. He'll put up the 3. Good. Martin showing he can shoot the 3. That's his second 3 of the game. He's got, that's 8 points in the game now for Nathan Martin.
That's the first time Puxico scored in about 4 or 5 minutes.
And a steal by the Indians. That's Woolard. He'll put up the quick 3. No good. Jesse Shelton on the drive. He'll look to kick to McGowan, deflected away. McGowan with a nice little fake there for a 3, good. A nice little fake there by McGowan, gets some space and knocks it down.
Well, he's just a hair off at being 3 for 3 in that 3-point range.
That's right, and he's got 17 in the game so far. 17 of Bernie's 35 in this first half. And an attempt up there by Gadberry, John Gadberry into the game, number 32. No good. And he'll stay with the Indians.
I think the Puxico's got to get a better shot selection. You know, you're falling away and you just throw that up. You know, you're behind here, 19 points. You got to stop the flow on Bernie's end and pick up those good baskets on your end to try and get back in this game.
That's right. It looks like they're getting turnovers, getting the defensive pressure, just basically taking a too quick a shot, and they're not turning the ball over as much as either, or as well. So they've got something to build on here. And Jesse Shelton pushes it up, stolen away. That's by Woolard. He gets it underneath to Hardy. He gets the bucket and the foul. Nice push there by the Indians. And a nice, it was a charging foul, my mistake. That was Hardy on the attempt, and he charged. It looked like it. Yeah, that's Hardy with the foul. Got ahead of myself there,
He
Steve.
ran into Turner, didn't he?
Looked like it was Turner taking that charge.
I tell you, this kid's all over the court, this Turner boy.
That's one thing about Bernie. They have the kids to come in, and they make an impact as soon as they come out on the floor. And we got a foul underneath.
Tyler, did you ever notice how offensive fouls gets 50% approval and 50%
Oh, sure. Oh, sure.
disapproval?
And those are very difficult calls. You know, it's very quick most of the time. It's Sammy Walker with the good attempt.
Well, I officiated high school basketball for 18 seasons, and those are tough, especially at the pace these kids play at today. Very quick.
And pushed ahead to Waller, and he's going to lose it out of bounds. Giving it back over to the Mules. And you just mentioned the many years that you've officiated basketball, and you've also officiated many years of football.
41.
41 years.
Yeah, this past season, second game of the season up at Perryville, I had my career ended. A guy who was going after the ball carrier, and he got my left knee.
Oh, boy. I remember seeing you. Meanwhile, that's Jesse Shelton on the drive. He gets the bucket and the foul. And I remember seeing you in a boot, or were you in a boot at one time? I remember we seeing you walk around in a boot, or?
Yeah, a walker. As soon as I got hit, I knew it wasn't going to be pretty, because I had that happen to me when I played high school football with Dexter in 1964.
Wow. Well, that's a shame. So your officiating duties are over now, is that right? Oh, boy, that's a shame. And meanwhile, back to the action. Puxico with a series of attempts here. They're going to get another attempt from Hardy underneath. He's going to get fouled by McGowan, it looks like, underneath. So Puxico staying aggressive around the basket. They've fallen down by 23 points here.
I'm going to mention again, Puxico has only scored 3 points in about the last 6 minutes of play. That is a dry run.
Yeah, it's Bernie's keeping him on the perimeter, not letting him get into the paint, which they do very well. And Puxico, they don't have a lot of size underneath, so it's going to be hard getting good attempts underneath. But that was Hardy missing 2 attempts. Bernie back with the possession.
I'll tell you what, Bernie's got a good team out there on the floor right now.
They really do.
Walker,
They take
McGowan,
care of the ball.
Turner.
And ball deflected away. It'll stay with the Mules. And as you spoke about Bernie, of course, they had a great year last year. Graduated 3 or 4 key players and didn't really know what to expect coming into this year. They had McGowan and Shipman back that played a great amount of time on that team last year, and a lot of players moving up from JV. And so far, it's working out great.
Walker and Turner still doing their parts.
Yeah, 3 up by Shipman, no good. That's rebounded by Davis. Corey Davis back into the game. And that's Nathan Martin. He'll drive to the left side. He's going to get fouled on the drive. That's what Puxico needs to do right now. They need to work the little pick and roll up front, get into the paint, draw some fouls, get some easy opportunities at the free throw line.
We're in the bonus and double bonus right now.
Fouls on Matt Eves, his first. First up by Martin, no good.
The rest of the second quarter, we'll be shooting fouls on every foul.
They've seen a very aggressive first half, Steve.
Still been a lot more contact than that.
Sure. Of course, with aggressiveness, you get fouls, so that's the way it's been here in the first half. Second attempt by Martin, good.
I'd rather see the contact, because at least you know the kids are trying.
Sure. It's Jesse Shelton on the drive. It's going to get kicked out to Shipman in the corner for 3. Knocks it down. He's got 7 in the game. And we've got a timeout on the floor. And we'll be back.
For more than 75 years, the law firm of Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh, and Shear, LLP, has served the legal needs of Southeast Missouri. Located at 308 1st Street in Kennett, Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh & Shear, LLP is a full-service law firm providing representation in a wide range of areas, such as personal injury, workers' compensation, family law, criminal law, probate, business, and estate planning. For all your legal needs, call Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh & Shear, LLP at 573-888-4664.
And we're coming back from the timeout. Bernie with a sizable lead here, 42-17, only 3:18 remaining in the first half. And Bernie's starting to get on a roll now, Steve, starting to get the outside shots, and it's quite a deficit for Puxico to make up.
Bernie's digging a pretty deep hole for the Puxico Indians, I'll tell you.
3 up by Plunkett, no good. Rebound by Shipman. Down to 3 minutes remaining in the half. Shipman down to Walker. He'll put up the lefty and good. He's tough with that left.
Boy, again, he goes to his power. He goes to his left almost every time. As a defender, you've got to anticipate that and try and cut him off, keep him going, make him use his right hand.
As I mentioned before, you don't see a lot of lefties underneath, so these kids are having to adjust. Okay, I need to make this kid go right, which is against my conventional wisdom, because anyone else I face is going to be a righty.
I know left-handers are tough to defend against, and you think not. And normally you're right-handed, so you've got to go up to defend with your right hand. You think you'd match up well. It's just like a left-handed pitcher. I have to give allegiance. My wife's left-handed.
Okay. And that's McGowan at the free throw line. The foul was on Nathan Martin on the other end on the rebound. He misses the first. And that's one thing I dreaded facing in baseball was a lefty. And I was a righty. And typically you want to see a lefty because, you get those breaking balls coming towards you. But when you never see a lefty, it's tough. And a turnover by the Indians. Matt Eves kicks it out to Shipman for 3. Good. That's Shipman's second 3 of the game. And Bernie's starting to knock down the outside shots now. And a nice drive there underneath. That's by Moore. It's going to rim out and stay with the Indians.
They missed another cripple right in the paint. Wow, 31 points.
We've seen even the better teams this morning, miss those easy shots. Get it, Indians, the top seed in the tournament, miss some easy buckets underneath. Meanwhile, that's a nice basket by Corey Davis. He gets the bucket and the foul.
I tell you, the Kennett Indian team is very quick and very aggressive.
They really are.
I liken them unto some of the Scott County Central teams that I've seen over the year. I mean, they come at you on both ends of the court, very, very aggressive.
Yeah, they do. They don't have a lot of size, but they make up for it with their speed.
They sure do.
And they get after you.
Very unselfish, too.
And the foul was on Sam Turner for the Mules. And a 3 up by Shipman. He'll miss it, and it looks like it's going to be a foul on Marcus Robertson for the Mules. That'll send the Indians to the line. Coming up on 2 minutes remaining, 2:03 to be exact. Shot up, good. That's by Moore, Siler Moore. And don't forget, folks, to email at sports@yhtv.com. Tell us what you think of the broadcast and give us a few comments about your home team. sports@yhtv.com. We'll read your comments right here on the air. And the second attempt by Moore was good. And it's Jesse Shelton pushing up the left side. Gets the basket and the foul. Nice drive by Jesse Shelton.
Boy, they are just pushing that ball down that middle. Bernie's just doing it. I don't have their shot chart on this, but they've hit a couple of three-pointers, but the basis of their game has been right there in the paint.
Yeah, they've been living in the paint so far, and now they're starting to get that three-point shot to go, and that's a deadly combination when you've got both going for you. Jesse Shelton with the attempt is good, and that's Corey Davis's 4th foul already for the Indians. Ball kicked out to Plunkett. Back over to Wallard. He misses the three. Deflected out of bounds to stay with Puxico. 1:41 remaining in the first half. Wallard with the drive. He'll put up the runner, no good. He'll follow it, gets his own rebound, goes to the floor.
Oh, yeah, that had to be a walk.
Tries to get it out, and it's McGowan up to Shelton for the easy two. And Wallard with another drive. He'll put it up, no good. He's going to be fouled by Jacob Clayton, the 6'5 junior, in for the Mules.
Well, you know, we were in continuous clock in both those first two games. Kennett Indians scored 87, Dexter Bearcats 107. We've still got a minute something left in the first half. We got 53 points here by Bernie, so boy, bucket full of baskets.
Yeah, it is. Well on pace for a 100-point game again. And Sammy Walker back in for the Mules. And Wallard's second attempt no good. He missed the first as well. Gowan goes down to Sammy Walker. He goes left again. Rims out. Deflected out of bounds. Goes over to the Indians.
And you see Walker, he faked to his right, but he always goes left.
He sure does.
You know, so you got to overplay him and make him prove that he can make that with the right hand.
Drive by Waller. He gets in the paint up. Good. Nice drive there by Tyler Waller. His 5th point of the game. Now under a minute. 45 seconds remaining. And Shelton's back into the game for Shipman for the Mules. We're down to 38 seconds remaining in the first half. Shot put up by that's Waller, up for three, good. Nice shot there by Tyler Waller, the 5'10 senior. We're down to 15 seconds remaining. Dump down there to Sammy Walker, puts it up and in, easy two. Coming down to the end here, 5 seconds remaining in the half. Put up a desperation shot, up no good. And that'll bring it into the half. First half score, Bernie Mules on top of the Puxico Indians, 55-26. And we'll be back with some halftime discussion after this break.
For lunch, supper, anytime, the best food in Dexter is always Pizza Hut Wing Street. Our famous pizzas are handmade with all natural ingredients, no fillers, no preservatives. For a quick lunch, try our buffet. Eat all you want. Our delicious pasta selections will soon be your family favorite. And Wing Street wings are perfect for get-togethers. Wing it like a pro. Add potato wedges, dunkers, or mini pies with a 2-liter of your favorite Pepsi product, and you've got a full meal. There's always something good cooking at your Dexter Pizza Hut. Call or order online today.
Complete customer satisfaction is our #1 goal at Allen Christian and Dexter.
With Alan, Terry, Bruce, and our experienced sales staff, we make your buying experience simple.
We can get you the right vehicle, new or pre-owned, at the right price. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Our selection of Buick and GMCs is second to none. Take a look at our inventory online, or better yet, in person.
Plus, after the sale, we'll take care of all your service needs.
You'll like the way we do business at Allen Christian and Dexter.
For over 70 years, Trammell & Son Realty has earned the trust of their clients. Trammell & Son agents have over 325 combined years of experience helping people buy and sell homes and properties throughout the Southeast Missouri area and are eager to help you as well. They know this area well and are ready to guide you from listing to closing. It's no wonder Trammell & Son consistently sells more area homes and properties than any other real estate company. Trust Trammell & Son Realty. You'll be glad you did.
Hi,
Twin Rivers Regional Medical Center in Kennett, dedicated to providing the ultimate in patient satisfaction. Our full-service facility offers the latest in innovative care, including our state-of-the-art ER Extra emergency room. Comprehensive care includes the Kennett Orthopedic Center, where our physicians specialize in sports medicine, pediatrics, joint replacement, and arthroscopic surgery. Besides standard X-ray services, we also have an on-site open MRI. You don't have to go far to find comprehensive caring medical services. Twin Rivers Regional Medical Center in Kennett. Compassionate care, excellent care.
Seems like everyone is offering wireless phone service, but don't get left in the dark.
LaGrange offers a wide
and we'll show you how to use it.
The big chain stores only want to sell me a phone. But when I went to LaGrange, was I surprised. Not only was the staff friendly, but they showed me how to use my phone and what it could do.
LaGrange Communications has been family owned and operated for 20 years with great customer service. I guarantee it. Mama said so.
Contrary to popular opinion, none of us has a future. The future does not exist until you say it does, until you create it. Seize the opportunity. Make your future. Get started now at Three Rivers College.
Do you, Kasasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, hi, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Kasasa account. Kasasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Kasasa, you do. Do you Kasasa?
Don't just bank. Kasasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
We know you have many choices in automobile dealerships, but at Glen Sain, our customers are special. We want you to understand that we're always working very hard to please our customers. We have a great selection to choose from, and with the 0% and the rebates and our prices at Glen Sain, it's a great time to buy. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen Sain. We want you to come see us, and God bless our troops.
At Missouri Southern Healthcare, hometown healing means providing the best medical care with those small-town touches for over 42 years. MSH offers a wide array of outpatient services and 24-hour diagnostic and emergency services, as well as inpatient care, serving Stoddard County and the surrounding area with 7 medical clinics, including Dexter Internal Medicine Group, Dexter Children's Clinic, MSH Surgery Clinic, MSH Family Medical Care, MSH Bloomfield Family Clinic, MSH Malden Clinic, and our newest addition, the Clinic at Walmart. We're more than just your healthcare provider. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your family. We're not just closer to home, we are home.
Midstate Overhead Doors and Insulation in Bloomfield is part of a family business spanning over 50 years. Nothing sets off a home quite like a distinctive custom garage door. It's the biggest and often the most used door you have. And Midstate has a huge selection of beautiful top quality doors custom fit to any size opening. Our blown-in insulation service will keep you comfortable and can pay for itself with lower energy costs. Our family business also does concrete work, stained and stamped floors and drives. Midstate Overhead Doors and Insulation, Highway 25 in Bloomfield.
And we're here at halftime. Halftime score 55-26. The Bernie Mules on top of the Puxico Indians. And we'll just run through some scores here. Some scores we have for the Bernie Mules. Leading the way is Jordan McGowan with 18, followed by Sammy Walker with 14, Jesse Shelton with 12, Cameron Shipman with 10, and Matt Eves with 1. And for the Puxico Indians, they're led by Nathan Martin with 9, Tyler Wooler with 8, followed with Derek Jones with 4, Jacob Plunkett with 3, and Siler Moore and Corey Davis both with 2. Steve, what do you think of the first half?
Well, Tyler, you know, you're sitting here looking at almost a 30-point differential. You know which way this game's going to go, how it's going to end up. So what do I do as the Puxico coach? Well, I look to see some improvement in my play the second half. They're going to be kicked over into the consolation bracket, so they need to be doing the right things to get ready for their next game in this tournament. Now, they've had a poor shot selection. They have hustled. You know, they've been all over the court. But Bernie, after we got past that first quarter, I mean, the cream came to the top just right away. Bernie has got some great talent. They play team ball. They've got good shooters. They've got good shot selection. They're unselfish, you know. So you don't worry about trying to keep from being embarrassed by them. You work on what's getting ready to happen tomorrow or the next day, whenever they play again. That's what I would be talking to the kids about. Now, that doesn't mean it's right.
Right. We always use that disclaimer. But, yeah, as you said, Bernie playing very well. They haven't missed a beat coming into this game. Undefeated at 7-0. They've got off to a great start, 55 in the first half. And, you know, they've been playing very well. No weaknesses so far in this game from the Mules. And as you said, Puxico, just you got to play. You're still playing aggressive because you know you've got another game to come back and play tomorrow, and you still got a lot to play for the rest of this tournament.
And again, play smart. You know, this is one of the things that I talked about in my hometown, East Prairie, playing in Kennet. You know, all year long they've been poor ball handlers. They throw bad passes. They need to improve on that. You know, it's not just this tournament. You got 2 more months of basketball to play. And so you need to constantly be working to improve your game. You know, in games like the Kennet, East Prairie, Dexter, South Pemiscot, this game, these are going to be blowouts. And you and I were talking, you know, we may see another century score here. I think that's kind of unusual, you know.
Well, these early games, you get these, you know, the disparity in the seeds, the 116, the 215, the 314. Of course, they're going to be your biggest sizable wins for the teams. But, you know, you get to look forward to these other teams as well when they go into the consolation bracket. You might see a team like Richland a few years ago with the 16th seed win the consolation. So you got to look forward to that as well. It creates some excitement around the tournament on the consolation side as well.
Yeah, and, you know, most of the kids know the level of competition that they play at. So there's still, you've got to have that pride to achieve at whatever level of competition you play at.
That's right.
Okay? So.
And don't forget, sports@whitectv.com, as you see there on your screen. Email us during the game. Give us a few comments to root on your hometown team, or just let us know where you're at in the country, tuning in to the broadcast online or on the cable as well. Send them to us, sports@whitectv.com. And we're into the second half now. Jesse Shelton into the paint. He'll put it up. No good. Rimmed out. Rebound by the Indians.
Look at that. McGowan hustling. Those Bernie players were all spread out, you know, and they're moving. They're constantly moving.
And almost a steal there by McGowan, but it's deflected away. Indians will keep the possession. And Wallard into the paint. He'll put it up. No good. Rebound, Matt Eves. And it's Shelton down to McGowan for a runaway 2.
See, they're ahead 40 points, and McGowan's hustling down court to get the snowbird pass.
I really like to see teams get out and run off the defensive rebound or the steal, fill the lanes, and Bernie does it very well. And a 3-point shot up by Plunkett, no good. He gets it back. He's going to go dish it down to Wallard in for an easy 2.
Very good pass. You know, you've got to keep developing those good habits, just like McGowan did there, because you're going to be in a game when you're going to need that.
And McGowan looks underneath to Walker. They'll go to the left. And they defended pretty well that time. Defended well by Davis. He pulled down the rebound. And a 3-point up in the corner by Moore. Siler Moore is good. And Jesse Shelton on the drive gets it down to Sammy Walker. He misses an easy two. The Indians push it up. That's Wallard on the drive. Up, no good. Fouled in transition. That'll be by Sammy Walker. Should be his first of the game.
Well, I'm sure Sammy Walker was a little disappointed missing that cripple down there. He got the man on his back, went up, banked it off the backboard, just didn't shoot it high enough.
And first attempt up by Wallard is good. Actually, the foul was on Jordan McGowan. Got that wrong. It looked like it was going to be on Walker. I believe that foul was on Sammy Walker. Second attempt up by Wallard is good. Shipment out to McGowan. Dribble around the right side. A nice pick and roll there by Walker. And he gets the bucket to go plus the foul.
Boy, that was the old pick and roll.
That was a nice one, too. It just opened up like the Red Sea there for Sammy Walker there in the paint.
Well, Sammy went over there to set the pick. The defender took it. He just rolled off, was wide open, took it to the basket.
And the free throw's good for Sammy Walker. He's got 17 in the game. It looked like a shot blocked by Wallard. He knocks it out of bounds. It looked like off of Matt Eves. And 5:37 remaining in the third quarter. And a deep three in the corner by Wallard, no good. Difficult shot there in the corner. And as McGowan bringing it out. And he'll drop it down to Sammy Walker again for that nice pick and roll. That's something a little new from the Mules coming out in the second half. Working the pick and roll. Wallard on the scoop shot in the paint. He's going to be fouled.
I think it was kind of interesting. Last time we were down on this in the court, Corey Davis, who's back in the game, went out of bounds to get around the defense, and it came back inbound. He was, you know, in football, that's a penalty. You can't leave the field and do that and come back on to play, participate in the play.
I think there is a rule that's been in play for years, is that an offensive player exiting the court and coming back in, it's a violation if he actually gains possession of the ball. Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that was a penalty, but you just don't see that very often. Usually they try to stay on the court and, you know, just take a normal route.
And the Mules with the ball. It's the Shipman in the corner for three. No good.
Look, there's Turner. Foul's going to be on the floor.
Nice strong rebound there by Sam Turner. Foul will be on Siler Moore, his first. And three up in the corner by Shipman, no good. And a breakaway rebound for Nathan Barton. And a follow-up good by Siler Moore.
I like to see a kid follow up on breakaways like that.
That's one thing. You see a teammate with nobody in front of him, but you always got those defenders coming from behind. You can't give up on the play because you never know what's going to happen on that pursuit to the goal. A nice follow-up there by Moore.
That's good hustle.
And Sammy Walker on the pick and roll once again puts in an easy two.
Boy, he's filling it up.
He really is. He's got it's 20 in the game so far for Walker. And Nathan Martin puts up a difficult shot. He's fouled on the play. First shot up by Martin, no good. Foul is on Sammy Walker, his second. And second up, no good. Looks like we got another foul.
Called a foul on somebody. 33. Yep.
That'll be Derek Jones, his second. And Jesse Shelton's going to drive the right side, puts it up, no good. Rebound, McGowan. He'll wheel underneath, and a nice up and under by McGowan. It looks like we got a foul on a Puxico Indian after the basket.
I tell you, McGowan had terrific body control. Get around that defender, lay that up softly, let that thing bounce around. Basket, scooped it in.
And the foul will be on Clay Hardy, his second. That was after the basket, so Bernie will retain possession. Always hate to see that as a coach. You know, you give up the basket and then a foul after the basket, giving the ball back over. And Shipman missed his three in the corner, and it's going to be a foul on the rebound. It'll be against a Mule. And that'll be Sam Turner, his third.
Shipman's got a pretty shot.
Yeah, once he gets on a roll, he's hard to stop. He really puts them up in bunches. And we got a three put up by, that was Camden, no good. McGowan's got a few mules down underneath. It's Turner down to Walker, puts it up, no good. Shipman with a rebound. He'll drive the lane, pull up, no good. And Martin ends up with it, drives the left side, loses it out of bounds, stays with the Indians. Down to 3:07 remaining in the third quarter. Bernie up by 30, 66-36.
I tell you, Derek Jones for Puxico and Sammy Walker are really getting to know each other there in the lane.
Hardy to inbound. It's to Martin. He'll drive, gets it blocked away by Bryce Rogers. Nice block by Rogers. That's Matt Eves bringing it up the left side. He'll drive it, kick it out to Jesse Shelton for three, no good. And deflected out of bounds by Marcus Robertson, the 6-foot senior. Gives it over to the Indians.
.30-point lead now by Bernie.
And a deep three by Plunkett, no good. Turner down to Robertson on the transition. He loses it underneath. Shelton ends up with it in the paint. Going to be fouled on the drive. And the foul will be on Josh Whitehead, the 5'10 senior for the Indians. It'll be Bryce Rogers inbounding on the baseline. Out to Jordan McGowan for a wide open three, knocks it down.
That's 3 out of 4.
He certainly had a great game. He's got 25 so far in the game. Nathan Martin, a deep three, no good. Out of bounds, gives it back over to the Mules.
That was a LDD three-pointer there, number 24, Puxico.
And that's a drive by Shelton. He drops it down to
Nice
Marcus
pass.
Robertson. Nice basket there by Robertson. Nice drive by Shelton.
Nice pass. Oh, Pickney's pocket.
That's a nice pick by Shelton. He'll drive it, gives it up to McGowan. Easy two.
That's 2 straight assists for Shelton.
And another steal. McGowan puts up the 3, rims out. And Shelton underneath. He's going to get fouled. And a nice series here by Shelton and McGowan, picking up a few steals, get some easy baskets.
I tell you, Shelton was getting ready to pick up his 3rd straight assist there if he had been fouled, because that would have been a 2-point basket for sure.
The foul will go against Derek Jones, his 3rd. Shipman inbound for the Mules. Ball underneath to Sammy Walker. He'll go to the left, puts it up in the paint. Good.
Rolled it in again. Tyler, have you seen him go right one time? Not
well, he's got the left wide open to him, so he's going to take it every time until they stop him, I guess.
You quit doing it. Keep doing it until they make you quit.
Sure. And that's Shipman with the drive. He's going to be fouled.
That's like when you get somebody on a roll hitting those 3-pointers or whatever. Man, keep filling it up.
Keep
filling it up.
Keep shooting it, yep. And the foul goes against Josh Whitehead, his 3rd. It's Shipman to the line. He misses the 1st. And he gets the 2nd to go. Plunkett on the left side. Looks down to Nathan Martin. He puts it up. No good. Rebound, Jesse Shelton throws a long pass to Bryce Rogers. He dishes it off to Shipman.
How unselfish.
And we've got a timeout on the floor. Puxico taking timeout. We'll be right back.
For over 70 years, Trammell & Son Realty has earned the trust of their clients. Trammell & Son agents have over 325 combined years of experience helping people buy and sell homes and properties throughout the Southeast Missouri area and are eager to help you as well. They know this area well and are ready to guide you from listing to closing. It's no wonder Trammell & Son consistently sells more area homes and properties than any other real estate company. Trust Trammell & Son Realty. You'll be glad you did.
And we're back here, 55 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Bernie out to a sizable lead, 42-point lead for the Mules. The Mules are still playing their game. They're playing aggressive. And Puxico staying aggressive as well, just not being able to get any offensive rhythm going. And it's hard to slow down the Mules getting out and getting easy baskets as well.
How many unselfish assists have we seen by the Bernie Mules in this quarter? Quite a few. You know, even though the outcome of this game's not in doubt, they're still doing those positive things that'll help them in a tough game.
And it's going to be Wallard on the drive. He gets it to go. Tyler Wallard. He's got 15 in the game. Matt Eves on the drive. A nice drive, deflected. And Nathan Martin comes up, dishes it down to Plunkett, and can't get it to go. Martin with the rebound. He'll drive it back into the paint, puts it up and in. Nice drive there by Nathan Martin.
Coast to coast. Oh, he missed the layup.
And Martin pushed it up to Wallard. He should have an easy 2. He gets it to go.
I think Shelton was surprised that nobody picked him up.
And the ball deflected away from Shelton from behind by Plunkett. And the Mules will retain possession. 4 seconds remaining.
And that was a good no call by the official. The kid knocked the ball out of bounds and then had contact. Sometimes you see an official make a foul call on that. It's a good no call.
And ball underneath, 3 seconds left. McGowan will put up the fadeaway, no good. Brings it into the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter score of 78-42. The Mules on top. We'll be back with your 4th quarter up next.
Hi,
Spurs Regional Medical Center in Kennett, dedicated to providing the ultimate in patient satisfaction. Our full-service facility offers the latest in innovative care, including our state-of-the-art ER Extra emergency room. Comprehensive care includes the Kennett Orthopedic Center, where our physicians specialize in sports medicine, pediatrics, joint replacement, and arthroscopic surgery. Besides standard X-ray services, we also have an on-site open MRI. You don't have to go far to find comprehensive caring medical services. Twin Rivers Regional Medical Center in Kennett. Compassionate care, excellent care.
And we're back with your fourth quarter. Bernie with a sizable lead, 78-42. Puxico will inbound for the fourth quarter.
And we're going to be on the mercy clock here, Tyler.
Well, it's a 30-plus point lead in the fourth quarter. The clock will run, so look forward to a quick fourth quarter here. Plunkin with the ball on the left side, runs into Wallard. He'll drive the paint, puts it up good, and the foul. Nice bucket there by Plunkett. He's got 5 in the game.
That's the smallest man on the court. He went up the strongest.
Got a chance for a three-point play here. And gets it to go. Fouls on Cameron Shipman, his first. And Jesse Shelton gets it deflected out of bounds by Plunkett. Plunkett still applying the full court pressure defense. And Shelton will push it off. Dishes it off to Eves for an easy 2. Nice drive and dish there by Shelton.
Again, another assist. I think it was.
And Waller gets the rebound, puts it up, fouled by Shipman. That'll be his second.
Shipman put his fingerprints there on number 20's wrist.
He sure did. Shot up good by Waller. Second shot up, no good. And nice bucket there. Looked like that was by Waller as well. And we got a timeout by the Bernie Mules. We'll take a quick break. Be right back.
Contrary to popular opinion, none of us has a future. The future does not exist until you say it does, until you create it. Seize the opportunity. Make your future. Get started now at Three Rivers College.
And we're back, about to get back to action here. 5:53 remaining in this game between the third seeded Bernie Mules and the 14th seeded Puxico Indians. This is game number 3. And the winner, of course, moving on to the quarterfinals of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. The loser going on to the consolation bracket. And looking forward to who these teams will play in the next round, which the game will be coming up next. Portageville, the 4th seed, taking on Malden, the 13th seed. Of course, looks like Bernie will, of course, take away the win, play the winner of that game, and Puxico looks to take on the loser. So be sure to stay tuned to that game coming up, Portageville and Malden. And we're back to action here. Shelton with a drive, dumps it down to Eves. Nice up and under move by Matt Eves.
Another assist for Shelton.
Well, Shelton, he does the little things for you for the Mules. He rebounds, he steals, he makes things happen, gets the assist. He just makes the thing go for the Mules.
I knew that was coming. Number 12 lowered that shoulder, and you just knew when they set up like that, the official's going to give the break to the defensive play.
That's the second foul on Matt Eves. Waller with the spin move in the paint, and he's called with the travel in the paint. Not a bad move, but
he had a good thought. Just took too many steps.
McGowan out front, gets it over to Shelton. He'll take the pick, and of course the pick and roll to Sammy Walker. And didn't get a clean look this time, but he did get fouled on the attempt. And that pick and roll's worked really well for the Mules in this second half.
You know who that was who stumped me on the back?
I'm not sure.
That's Kerwin Erhai. He's the executive director of Misha.
All right. He makes it down every year.
He used to be superintendent at Portisville. Just does a great job.
Shot up by Sammy Walker is good.
You know, what Walker did right there, did the pump fake, got the guy up in the air, then went up and drew the foul. A lot of young players don't do that. I don't know why, and that's a basic part of the game.
Jacob Plunkett with the layup. He got 8 in the game, and that's Jesse Shelton going to take it coast to coast, get him an easy 2. And that's a nice bucket there by Derek Jones in the paint. He's got 6 in the game.
Derek Jones from Puxico is really limping. I don't know whether it's his knee or his ankle. Looks like it's his knee. He's coming out.
Yeah, it's going to be Ian Roberts giving him a breather. The foul was on Jacob Plunkett, his second. Jesse Shelton to the line.
There's Turner on the follow.
Turner with the putback. His first 2 of the game, but he's had quite a game. He's come in and gave valuable minutes for the Mules in this contest. And a nice putback there by, looks like Siler Moore. He's got 9 in the game. We're down to 2 minutes remaining in the game. Only a few substitutions in here. Looks like Bryce Rogers into the game for Jesse Shelton. And Rogers with the ball. He gets it deflected away. Looks like Hardy with the steal. Plunkett with the drive over to Wallard. And Plunkett will drive it again. Rims out. Jacob Clayton with a rebound, pushed down to Marcus Robertson. He fakes it, gets it stripped away. Nice defensive play there by Wallard. Pushes it up to Plunkett, should have the easy 2. Rims out.
Missed the layup.
Nice series of plays there by Wallard. He got the steal and almost had the assist on the same play.
Again, you've got to play with that consistency. You continue. You've got to make that. That basket might make a difference in the game tomorrow.
Sure. Foul to Jacob Plunkett, his 3rd. That attempt by Seth Walters is good. Second one rims out. Marcus Robertson underneath. Gets pinned underneath. And turn it over to the Indians. We're down to 30 seconds remaining in this contest. Plunkett up with a deep 3, no good. Robertson with the rebound. Walters will bring it up. Pressured by Plunkett, he gets the steal. Nice steal there by Plunkett, puts it in for the easy 2. Well, Plunkett stayed after it here in this second half. He's really gotten after it. And a deflection, another steal. Hardy comes up with it. Plunkett for an easy 2. And we're down to the final here. And that's the final of our game 3. Bernie on top, 89-58. The Mules will advance. And the Indians will move on to the consolation bracket. And we're going to come back with your final scores up next.
Complete customer satisfaction is our #1 goal at Allen Christian and Dexter.
With Alan, Terry, Bruce, and our experienced sales staff, we make your buying experience simple.
We can get you the right vehicle, new or pre-owned, at the right price. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Our selection of Buick and GMCs is second to none. Take a look at our inventory online, or better yet, in person.
Plus, after the sale, we'll take care of all your service needs.
You'll like the way we do business at Allen Christian and Dexter.
Midstate Overhead Doors and Insulation in Bloomfield is part of a family business spanning over 50 years. Nothing sets off a home quite like a distinctive custom garage door. It's the biggest and often the most used door you have. And Midstate has a huge selection of beautiful top quality doors custom fit to any size opening. Our blown-in insulation service will keep you comfortable and can pay for itself with lower energy costs. Our family business also does concrete work, stained and stamped floors and drives. Midstate Overhead Doors and Insulation, Highway 25 in Bloomfield.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on Cars.com or AutoTrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sanders.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
First Midwest Bank of Dexter is proud to welcome Chris Geatley as Assistant Vice President and Loan Officer. Chris graduated from Dexter in 2005 and just completed his MBA in Finance. He and his new wife, Maddie, are making Dexter their home. Please stop by the bank and let Jack, Ken, Donna, Mark, or Chris assist you with your next loan request. First Midwest Bank is a proud sponsor of the Dexter Bearcats. First Midwest Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And we're back with your post game of game number 3, the final. Bernie over Puxico, 89-58. We'll go over to some quick scores here. First for the victorious Bernie Mules. They were led by Jordan McGowan with 27, Sammy Walker with 25, Jesse Shelton with 14, Cameron Shipman with 13, Matt Eves with 5, Marcus Robertson with 2, Sam Turner with 2, and Seth Walters with 1. And for the Puxico Indians, led by Tyler Wallard with 20, Jacob Plunkett with 12, let's see, Nathan Martin with 11, Siler Moore with 9, Derek Jones with 6, Corey Davis with 2. And that's your final score, 89-58. And Steve, it's your first game with us here on YHC since we've been doing this live. What'd you think of it?
Well, I really enjoyed it. I thank you for asking me. Perhaps we can do it again for the week's
Sure.
over. And just in kind of synopsis for the whole day so far, I think we've got what we've seen is the 3 teams that won, Kennett, Dexter, and Bernie just now. They're good teams. They've got good individual players, but they're good teams.
Right.
So I think we can look forward to some real fine basketball as we get toward the end of the week. We get into the semifinals and finals. And on the other end, the teams that lost, it's no disrespect to them. They'll be playing at their own level of competition like I talked about a while ago. Their challenge is to continue good habits, to try and improve every game. So when they play in the consolation bracket, they can do a good job, perhaps be successful there.
Sure. And it's been a privilege, Steve, to have you on. We tried to get you on last year, but you're in and out, and we didn't get a chance to get you on, but it's a privilege to have you on with us this year. Hopefully we can get you on again if you'll be back to the tournament over the next few days. And we know we got a big, important session coming up there in Jeff City this year. I tell you, you always hear it with the budget in the papers, how it's going to be, and we've got to make the cuts to make ends meet there in Jefferson City. And good luck with that. I know you're going to have your hands full this next session.
Well, we will, and there's going to be a lot of important issues, and I'm not going to burn up your time, but tomorrow morning I'm meeting with 2 different groups in different areas about things that are going to be brought up. One concerns energy, another has to do with another piece of legislation we expect to see. So we're kind of doing our homework right now.
Sure. Well, good luck, Steve. And again, it's a privilege to have you on, and hopefully we can get you on for another one.
See you the rest of the week.
All
Thanks,
right.
Tyler.
Stay tuned for game number 4 coming up.